My name's Elizabeth Petty, and I was diagnosed with VEDS in August of 2022. Last summer, I was traveling home from a work trip. I was trying to get on a flight coming home. I was in Philadelphia and started to have some pain. It got to a point where I was just having a really hard time breathing. And so I called my husband, and he told me to seek help. And so I found a very nice woman at the airport, and she was able to get me some help. They took me to the Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania. They did the scan. They took me back for a scan, and then that's when they found out that I had the aortic dissection. It was the worst pain I've ever felt. It really was probably the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life.
My reaction when I heard that Elizabeth had a dissection was I was worried when I got to her, if I would get to see her again. At that moment, I think my heart just sank. I started to tear up. I knew what that meant. I wish I didn't know what it meant, but it was beyond frightening at the time.
I just had no clue what was going on, I didn't, I was away from my family, my kids. I had no clue what was going to happen. And then meeting Dr. Braverman, and through my first appointment with Dr. Braverman, we came up with the genetic testing. He wanted me to get that done because it was just so bizarre that, I'm in my early 40s. I have no medical history of any aortic, dissections or problems with anything in my family. So through that genetic testing is when we found out that I had VEDS. He gave me the website of the VEDS movement and said, if you're going to look at anything online, just stick to this website. 2, 3.
Skateboard.
So our next step was having the boys genetic tested. And that was what we did. And both of the boys, they came back and they both have VEDS. Finding out the boys, when their tests both came back positive, that was very scary because there's just not enough out there yet to know that we're all going to be okay, hopefully.
Knowledge is so important. That's why I'm so happy that we had our children tested, because there's no confusion. We understand that our children Teddy and Ford have VEDS. That's an important part of who they are. I'd love for more and more people to understand what VEDS is. I think that's why we're very proud to be a part of the VEDS movement. We're so proud to be a part of our local walk here in town, because I think we introduced so many people to just what VEDS is and the challenges that folks that have VEDS may need to overcome. And it's with that awareness, hopefully we're able to generate more and more momentum.
Your donation can make an impact in so many lives. My family, my boys, families like us out there, to bring awareness, to bring research, and anything that will give us the best chance to, live a long life just like anybody else.